Hi Pisces, this is your reading and your channeled messages for the end or mid-October 2020. So today is October 18th and this reading will go through October 31st. So this could resonate with Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So Pisces, I'm going to get started with your channeled messages that I got clairaudiently when I was tapping into your energy today. So the first thing I heard was tons of creativity. So I think Pisces, you probably feel that creativity boiling up and you might sense it in your sacral chakra. So it's a really exciting energy that was surrounding you, lots of ideas, and I also felt like a lot of energy to actually get it done as well. So I heard that you're trying to be very focused and do things right, or being very careful to not make mistakes with this creative project or creativity, however you're using it. It seems like I don't sense that there's anything that's going to go wrong with it. I can just sense, it's almost like being hyper focused, just like it's a good idea. You really have a passion for it. It's just flowing like one idea after the other. And so you're really putting the work and the time and the focus in to make sure that, you execute this idea to the highest potential. So really exciting stuff for you right off the bat, Pisces. So then I got this message that was blackmail and blocking. So when I get messages like this, I usually don't read too much into them. If that resonates for you, you can just see if the rest of the reading has any more clues for you. Then I heard, Pisces, that some of you are channeling yourselves. So that's really cool. And then I heard giving advice. So maybe you are yourself giving some kind of spiritual advice or channeling messages or making something. I mean, this creativity is here. So maybe you have a facility to reach other people at this time, Pisces. Then I heard some Pisceans will be trading in their car this month. And some Pisces are baking, and some of you are specifically baking pastries. And then I heard party, and then I heard it was an afterthought. So I did get some kind of like twinges from this, like something being an afterthought. I mean, I don't want to say for sure, but I mean, if you are not advised to go to a party, then that's something just to watch out for. Like it could be an afterthought. And then maybe you could get sick. I mean, just gonna say it. I mean, can't avoid that we are in the pandemic that we are. And I know a lot of people are just really chomping at the bit to just like go out and like get their party on. So, something else though that can also be an afterthought is like hooking up at a party or something like that. So, just watch out for your health and watch out for your emotions, Pisces, if you are going to any parties, and just be safe. So, those are the channeled messages. So, now I'm going to get some cards to just see if there are any other messages that Spirit would like to share with you. So we have the Hermit, which came out reversed, and it says, time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor. Self-discovery. So that does go along really well with the channeled messages that we got for you, Pisces. Like I said, I see somebody is channeling. I see that somebody is giving advice. And yeah, we just talked about reaching out to other people. So, but with it being in reverse, Pisces, maybe there is some internal work that still needs to be done in regards to the way that you want to really deliver this, and you want to make this production the highest potential that outcome that it can have. So maybe, obviously this does reference meditation. So if you are working with a lot of people, like energetically, just because that's what I channeled, and just, this card itself is like working with angels, and kind of just has this sense of wisdom around it, right? If you're giving advice, then you have to have wisdom and listen to your own inner guidance and really connect with your guides. So Pisces, it could be that there might be like a daily practice that you need to do, maybe in regards to clearing your own energy, just to make sure that you are as healthy as possible to do this kind of work so you don't get burnt out or disconnected. So I'm not seeing that, Pisces, you aren't wise or that you aren't capable of this. I'm seeing it more as just like maybe there is some spiritual practice or clearing or meditation that you could do, which doesn't even mean that it has to be super long, just something that could even help you further with these creative ideas and this advice that you are giving to other people. So let's see if there's any other messages that Spirit has for you, Pisces, in the end of October or mid-October. And I'm just going to shuffle a few more times. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups, which is upright. Make a choice. Stop procrastinating or overanalyzing. Get clarity on what you desire and move forward. Too many options or addictions. So with the Hermit reversed and the Seven of Cups upright, like I said, Pisces, you're just having an onslaught of these creative ideas. So again, maybe just like a sense of getting organized with these ideas, making sure that you're writing them down, weighing the pros and cons of spending your time on one versus the other is kind of what I'm getting. Like you can't do them all at once, you know? So sometimes we have to choose because we only have a certain amount of time. Also, again, with this meditation, like Pisces, I'm not sensing that you are not intuitive or don't have abilities. It's just that with all these ideas, and especially if you're channeling, this is coming from, a higher light or a higher consciousness. So there are sometimes just some things that you need to do introspectively to keep that flowing and keep everything from not feeling overwhelming and out of control. And just making sure that even though you're channeling guidance or channeling advice, that you have the time to make sure that it sits well with you, right? I mean, sometimes that can be a thing that happens with channeling. You might put out a video or whatever the case is and then feel anxious or worried about it. So if that's happening to you, then maybe just some time introspecting or reflecting or meditating on that can help you know if that's just the regular old anxiety that comes to everyone from putting yourself out there on public display or, in a public environment, or if it's something that maybe you weren't as clear as you could be, so you're feeling anxious, like not trusting maybe fully in the meaning of what you put out there or like the purpose of it. So then we have the Two of Pentacles, which says working too hard or multiple jobs, the need to bring balance and fun into your life, juggling multiple priorities, and balancing the budget. So it can be too, Pisces, that, when you are trying to start something new or you have a lot of creative ideas going at once, it's like another prioritizing thing that might need to be done because you only have a certain amount of money. And if you are spending it all on various projects but not really completing one to its full potential, then that can kind of get you in trouble. And also it is just difficult, Pisces, when you are like maybe trying to start a home business or trying to start an online store. And maybe you still are working your like regular 9-to-5 job and you would really like to see this pay off so that you can choose one or the other. So again, I'm really getting that strong sense of prioritizing, that if you want to make this your sole job and don't want to do the juggling, then, you're really going to have to pick the one that you think is the best for the job, pick the one that feels right, and just put the effort into one at a time. It doesn't mean that you don't have to go back to those other ideas, but probably best practice to spend money on just one at a time and give it a chance to pay off so you can do another project. So then we have Strength in reverse, which says personal power, assertiveness portrayed with kindness, compassion that brings about forgiveness, realizing then you're stronger than you knew. personal power and assertiveness portrayed with kindness, compassion that brings about forgiveness, realizing that you're stronger than you knew. So it was in reverse, Pisces. So maybe this is something that could be reflected on a little bit. Like, if you're getting that anxious feeling when you put something out there, or, you're having so many ideas and your heart just can't commit to one, then maybe you aren't realizing how strong just one idea is, or like your longevity in doing this, that it all doesn't have to be done at once, that this can still be lucrative and actually be a good outcome or be productive by just focusing on the one thing. I'm just getting a sense that, with this juggling and all the ideas, just that it might feel like, oh, I got to do it now. I got to do it now before this like spirit of entrepreneurship or whatever leaves me, or the spirit of creativity. So there's maybe just some realizations or wisdom that needs to come with connecting with your inner self and your inner guidance and your strength, that you have the ability and longevity to do one after another. It's okay to focus on one, because these gifts are yours and nobody's going to take them away from you. And it could be also for some other Pisceans. Like I said, I do get very strongly that you're intuitive, you've got some great ideas, but if you are rushing to get things done, then maybe you aren't coming off as compassionate or kind as you could. Or if you're just not getting like the feedback or the payoff from the work that you're doing, then maybe, and it doesn't mean to intend a judgment on you that you aren't being kind or compassionate, but if you are dealing with the public and other people and it's not turning out the way you want, then maybe just a little more thought or meditation on what the collective is asking from you could be helpful to further your projects and your success. So thanks, Pisces, so much for watching. That's what I have for you, and I'll talk to you again soon.